check, record, checkbox.
Okay, so this is my first attempt at recording some audio and getting VoiceOver going.
Logic Pro X.
So I'm running VoiceOver and I want to show you
Logic Pro X dialog, Logic Pro X active.
Something really cool in Logic Pro that I discovered this week. So theirs was called well, first of all, Logic is a multi-track audio workstation, digital audio workstation, where you can record, audio, MIDI. There's a lot of loops that come with it, much like GarageBand. But I just want to show you something really cool. So I'm going to create a brand new session here in Logic. So I'm in the dialog right now. That's going to let me do that. So let me...
A grid of selectable templates. Create an empty project. Details. Open an existing. Cancel button. Choose button.
We're going to create an empty project.
Logic Pro X ready.
So we select that. So now let's go and create a new track. And there's a hotkey to create a new drum track. So I thought,
Dialog. Keyboard focus is in. Untitled. Tracks window.
Okay. For some reason...
Audio hijack. Logic Pro X. Untitled. Tracks window. Logic Pro X activity. Software instrument. Radio button.
Okay, so this is not what we
Audio.
want.
Radio button. Drummer. Selected. Radio button.
Yes, we want a drummer track.
External MIDI. Radio button. Guitar or bass. Dimmed. Radio button. Details. Genre. Button. Output. Cancel button. Create button.
So we'll create this.
Press create button. Autoplay drummer group.
Alright, so now our drummer track has been created. Let's
Cap view.
Look around here.
Horizontal splitter.
Quick.
Tracks group. Interact.
Sure.
Track time ruler group. Tracks header group. Interact. Track 1 SoCal group.
Okay, cool.
Stop. Tracks contents group.
Exactly what
Horizontal splitter.
I only have one track, and this is the drum track.
Autoplay drummer group.
So this is the autoplay drummer
Interact
section.
with autoplay drummer group. 2 items. Drummer editor. Scroll area.
So we have a drummer editor, and the cool thing
Interact
about
with
this,
drummer editor. Scroll area. 6 items. Play button.
we interact with this, and we have a play button,
Button. X/Y pad layout area.
and we have, I'll explain this in a minute, an XY pad where you can make some
Drum instrument and
adjustments.
variations group.
We have drum instruments and variations.
Build and swing group. Presets table.
Some
Presets table. Row 4 of 8. Half pipe. Selected.
All right, so let's stop interacting with this.
Stop interacting with drummer editor. Scroll
Via
area.
left.
Drummer inspector group.
Let's go into the drummer inspector.
Interact with drummer inspector group.
And this
5
is really
items.
cool
Rock.
because you can select different drummers and genres. So here we go.
Kyle drummer signature image.
So
Rock. Genre. Pop-up button.
currently the genre is rock, and we have these drummers to choose from.
Kyle drummer signature image.
So we have Kyle,
Drummer overview button.
and you can look at an overview of the drummer that you select.
Influenced by modern rock, but comfortable with most genres. Kyle plays straightforward rock beats on a natural, versatile kit.
So that's Kyle's little profile.
SoCal button.
And let's
Kyle drummer signature. Drummer overview button.
we have to select this drummer overview to kind of close the description.
Press drummer overview button.
So now we have a list of drummers in the rock genre.
Rock. Kyle button.
So we have Kyle,
Logan button.
Logan,
Anders button.
Anders or whoever.
Max button.
Max.
Jesse button.
Jesse.
Ian button.
Ian.
Ian
So
button.
let's choose Ian, for example.
Press Ian button.
So now that I chose Ian, we can look at his profile,
Ian drummer signature image. Drummer overview button.
or his overview rather.
Drawing influences from psychedelic rock and modern pop. Ian plays grooving, intricate beats on a big arena kit.
Cool. So let's go ahead
Stop interacting
and
with drummer
get him
inspector
going.
group. Drummer editor. Interact
go
with
to the drummer
editor.
editor.
Scroll area. 6 items. Play button.
And we'll choose play.
4 beats 4 division step.
Alright, so let's
Press play.
go back into the inspector.
Drummer inspector group. Interact with drum.
So realistic to me.
Ian drummer signature image.
So we're listening to Ian.
Drummer overview button.
we'll close
Press
his
drummer over.
overview. Let's
Lock,
choose
lock,
somebody
genre,
else
pop-up
just
button.
to see what happens.
Kyle, Logan, button.
Let's choose Logan.
Press Logan, button.
So he has a bit of a different style. Let's check out his
Low drummer
overview.
signature, image, drummer overview, button. Inspired by legendary drum heroes of the past, Logan plays sparse, hard-hitting rock beats and fills on a retro-sounding kit.
Okay.
Drummer overview, button. Press drummer.
So now, let's go to the
Stop interacting with drummer
editor.
inspect, drummer editor, scroll area. Interact with
And let's look at the presets.
presets, table, row 1 of 8. AM gold, selected. Interact with
So this is one. Let's choose the next preset and see what happens.
B-side.
Okay. Nice little fill right there. Let's choose another preset.
Double live.
Definitely interesting. Let's choose another one.
Firebird.
Alright, let's go on.
Long haul.
Hey, that's cool. Alright, let's choose the next one.
Still water.
Alright, next.
Stonehenge.
I think that's the last one.
3 rings.
Nope, I'm wrong. Interesting. Alright, so next.
3 rings.
Oh, that's it. That's the last one. So let's go to the first preset.
AM gold, row 1.
Pretty straightforward. Now, I want to show you this. Let's go to the XY.
AM gold. Stop interacting with
Hang on.
fills in drum instrument X/Y pad layout area.
Okay, so the XY pad, basically you have a thing in this XY pad that you move left or right, being the X, or up and down, being the Y. So the further right you go,
Interact with X/Y
Try
pad
this.
layout area. X/Y pad layout item.
let's see.
Close window. Return yes.
Oops,
Escape
sorry.
now.
Didn't mean to press that one.
Cancel. Close window.
Alright.
Start moving layout item. Simple complex 124 soft loud 185.
Okay, so the further right we go, the more complex we get. So let's start moving right and listen to what happens.
Simple complex 144 soft loud 185. Position at simple complex 164 soft loud 185.
Alright, let's keep going.
Position at simple complex 204 soft loud 185.
We're going to the right. So again, we'll go right.
Position at simple complex 224 soft loud 185.
Let's keep going.
Position at simple complex 243 soft loud 185.
Whereas complex with this particular beat that we're going to get. So let's go all the way to the left to get simple and see how that changes it.
Position at simple complex 0 soft loud 185.
So you have some variation here. We can also go down.
Position at simple complex 0 soft loud 45.
So we got quieter. Let's get a little more complex here.
Position at simple complex 220 soft loud 45.
I just noticed something interesting. The louder... Oh, he just switched. Oh, there we go. So, here we go. Let's go up.
Position at simple complex 220 soft loud.
Can you tell the difference? He's using more of the snare. If we go quieter.
Down. Position at simple complex 220 soft loud.
So, pretty cool. I didn't notice that until just now. That's awesome. Okay.
Loud 0.
Let's go back up here.
Up.
Louder. There we
Position
go.
at simple complex 220 soft loud 220.
And stop interacting with.
Position at simple complex 2.
We don't need to hit escape.
Stop moving the layout item.
There we go. Now
X slap. Stop. Drum instrument and variations group.
we have drum instrument.
Interact
and
with drum instrument and variations group. 7 items. Cymbal slash tom slash hi-hat group.
So we can choose
3 out of 5 hi-hat variations. Hi-hat.
some variations for the hi-hats. So let's
Interact with slider.
this. And let's go
3 out of 5 hi-hat variations. Hi-hat slider. 2 out of 5 hi-hat variations.
Okay. Let's move it again.
1 out of 5 hi-hat variations.
Okay. Let's
2,
go
3, 4 out of 5 hi-hat variations. 5 out of 5 hi-hat variations.
Pretty cool. Let's move it back.
4, 3 out of 5 hi-hat variations.
All
Stop
right.
interacting with slider.
Let's try
Kick and snare group.
kick and snare.
Follow button. Kick and snare.
See
Interact
what we
with
can do
snare.
here.
Check. Checkbox. Kick. Check. Checkbox. Kick.
These
Snare.
both
Snare. Check.
Let's-
Checkbox.
Let's uncheck the snare.
Uncheck. Snare. Check.
So now he plays without the snare. Let's go back to the snare.
Check. Snare. Checkbox.
And let's uncheck the kick.
Kick. Check. Checkbox. Uncheck. Kick.
Pretty cool.
Check. Kick. Checkbox. Stop interacting with
We
kick
can
and snare
even
group. 3 out of 5 hi-hat
go back
variations. Hi.
here.
Cymbal slash tom slash hi-hat group. Interact with
this group we can select.
toms. Uncheck. Checkbox. Hi-hat. Check. Checkbox.
Say we don't want hi-hats.
Uncheck. Hi-hat. Checkbox.
No hi-hats. Let's select
Toms. Uncheck. Checkbox.
this. This was unselected by default.
Check. Toms. Checkbox.
Cool. Alright.
Uncheck. Toms. Checkbox.
Uncheck that.
Symbols. Uncheck. Checkbox.
Alright. Let's check out the symbols.
Check. Symbols. Checkbox.
Okay.
Uncheck. Symbols. Checkbox. Hi-hat. Hi-hat.
Give the
Uncheck.
hi-hats
Check.
back.
Hi-hat. Checkbox.
Alright.
Stop interacting with symbol slash percussion sounds group.
Let's
Percussion sounds group. Percussion sound. 2 out of 3 percussion variations. Percussion sound. Percussion sound.
just for
Stop
the
interact.
heck
X
of
slash
it.
white pad layout area. Play button.
let's-
Press play button.
Stop that for now.
Stop interacting.
Let's
Drummer
choose-
inspector group.
Let's choose
Interact with
in the
drum-
inspector something else. We have
Rock. Genre. Pop up
Rock.
button. Menu check mark.
Let's choose a different genre.
Alternative. Songwriter. R&B. Electronic.
So we have the electronic
Electronic. Check.
and
Madness button.
We have
Leah button.
Magnus, Liam,
Jasper button.
Jasper,
Lonnie button.
Lonnie,
Julian button.
Julian. So
Jasper.
these are the
Leah,
drummers
Madness
in
button.
this section.
Julian button.
Let's go with
Changing the
Julian.
drummer will
Let's check
replace
out
changes you have
his,
made to the region settings on this track. To keep these changes, change drummer.
Yeah,
Default
that's
button.
fine. I'm not saving
Press
this
Julian
anyway.
button.
All right.
So, Julian drummer 6.
Let's read his
Drummer overview button.
overview.
Julian combines modern technology with vintage drum machines to create contemporary house beats that pay homage to classic club tracks.
Okay, cool.
Stop drummer editor scroll area.
Let's go to the editor
Interact with
and play.
play button.
See what he sounds like.
Press play.
Okay. And let's check out the presets.
Presets table row 1 of 8. Fury interact with presets table row 1 selected.
And let's choose the next preset.
Higher and higher.
Okay. Alright, next.
Editha sunrise.
Alright.
Paradise.
Cool.
Starburst. The Warehouse.
That's pretty cool.
White Label.
Interesting.
Wildfire. Wildfire.
Excuse me. That's the last preset. So let's go to the first one.
Furious 4. Row 1. Higher and higher.
Okay, that's cool.
Stop interacting with
Leave that
presets,
there.
table,
Let's
build and swing
check
group,
out the
drum instrument and variations group,
variations
interact
here.
with drum instrument, percussion sounds group, 5 out of 6 hi-hat, cymbals and shaker variations, hi-hat, cymbals and shaker,
Let's
slider,
check out some
interact
of
with
these
slider,
variations here.
4 out of 6 hi-hat, 6 out of 6 hi-hat, cymbals and shaker variations,
Cool. Let's choose another one.
5 out of 6 hi-hat, cymbals and shaker variations,
Okay.
4 out of 6 hi-hat, cymbals and shaker variations,
That's cool. All right.
3 out of 6 hi-hat, cymbals and shaker variations,
Next.
2 out of 6 hi-hat, cymbals and shaker variations,
Cool.
1 out of 6 hi-hat, cymbals and shaker variations,
Okay. Let's leave that.
stop interacting with slider,
Let's
percussion sounds group,
check out.
interact with percussion sounds group, 3 items, hand clap, check, checkbox,
Okay, so the clap is checked. Let's take this away.
uncheck, hand clap, checkbox,
Okay. Let's give it back.
check, hand clap, checkbox, shaker, check, checkbox,
Let's take away the shaker.
uncheck, shaker, checkbox, check, shaker, checkbox, tambourine, uncheck, checkbox,
Let's see what happens with this one.
check, tambourine, checkbox,
Cool.
uncheck, tambourine, checkbox, stop interacting with percussion sound, 4 out of 6 percussion variations, percussion, slider,
Let's.
percussion sounds group, percussion sounds group, 4 out of 6 percussion sounds group, 1 out of 6 hi-hat, cymbals and shaker, percussion sounds group, follow button, 5 out of 6 kick, snare and claps variations, kick, snare and claps, slider, 5 follow but
Oh, I see.
what percussion sound, 4 out of 6 percussion variations, percussion, slider, interact with
We did this
slider,
one, did we?
3 out of 6 percussion variations,
Nope, we didn't.
2 out of 6 percussion variations, 1 out of 6 percussion variations, 1 out of 6 percussion, 6 out of 6 percussion variations, 5 out of 6 percussion variations,
Okay.
stop interacting with slider, percussion sounds group, percussion, 1 out of 6 hi-hat, cymbals and percussion sounds,
Yeah.
follow button, 5 out of 6 kick, snare and clap, 5 out, stop interacting with drum instrument and variations group, fills and swing group,
For that, let's check out the
presets table, fills and
fills and
swing group,
swings.
interact with fills and swing group, 7 items, details button, 16th, select fills lock, uncheck, checkbox, 76%, fills, circular slider,
Fills.
interact with circular
Quite
slider,
a few. Our percentage is pretty high. Let's take it up a little higher.
100%,
100%. So that's a fill. Let's go around again. Check out another fill. Interesting how the fills are different. They're not always the same. One more time. So let's lower this to
30%,
0.
0%.
So now we really don't have any fills. Let's just go up a smidge.
20%.
20%. Just a small little fill, nothing fancy. Alright.
Stop interacting with circular. Swing lock. Uncheck. Checkbox. 5%. Swing. Circular slider. Interact with circular slider.
Let's see what happens here. We're only at 5%, so let's move it up.
45, 55, 65%. 75%, 85%.
Not a whole
15%,
lot.
5%. Stop interacting with.
I bet with other beats and things, you probably notice more of a difference with that.
8th radio button, 1 of 2. 16th, selected radio button, 2 of 2.
So let's
8th radio button.
check this out.
Press 8th, selected radio button, 1 of 2.
Slight
16th radio button,
difference.
2 of 2. Press 16th, selected radio.
Alright.
Stop interacting with fills and swing. Play button. Press play button.
So that's a little bit of what I discovered this week playing with Logic. I think it's pretty cool that this drum section's here, and there's a lot of variations, a lot of options you have for creating a drum track for your audio. Interestingly, GarageBand also has something very similar. Just doesn't have. There's a few genres missing. I think there's some other things that you can't quite do with the GarageBand drummer that you can do with Logic. Interestingly, in the overview for each drummer, it tells you what kind of drum set they're using. But you also have the option of changing that specific drummer's kit. So that's pretty interesting too. So that's a little bit of the automatic drummer in Logic.
Audio hijack. Audio hijack. Web audio window. Record. Record.